These are life
Fuck
choices,
yeah, that's
man.
fun. Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is a live streaming video podcast by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. Today we're continuing our review of Star Wars Andor with oh my god, why am I fucking reading this wrong every goddamn time? Anyways, with this episode, Season 2, Episode 3, Harvest.
Yeah, so Andor is broken up into 3 episode arcs throughout the entire second season. This is the final conclusion to the first arc, and goddamn did they go dark.
Yeah, man. It's like this is like finale level shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there was so much wrapped up into this. And I do feel like if you watched this through the first time and you watched it a second time, you sort of get a deeper resonance than the first watch, because you know where it's going. You know what's going to happen, and now you're just watching the gravity of the choices being made. And fucking hell, the whole thing with Lucian and the goddamn banker and Mon Mothma and the whole dance sequence. Like, fuck. So I gotta ask you, because the first time you watched this, you said you had problem with it. Why did it land differently this time?
I think I was a lot more sober and a better I wasn't sober, let's be real. But I think I was a little bit more sober and just in a better headspace. And yeah, so we were talking about it earlier, but my biggest problem with this was the fucking rave. I thought it was stupid. I understood the need, it was contextually, it was relevant, but yeah, this time around watching it was just like, holy fuck, especially watching Mon Mothma just like fight with herself and fight with herself to fucking hate this and everything it stands for. And then just to watch her fall to it and be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm already here. I'm going to enjoy this. It's just like, she is doing some complex fucking acting while dancing like an idiot. Like, God, she was so
There's
good.
so much wrapped up into this. So I want to spend a little bit of time on this sequence, because we go back and forth between it and the other stuff in the show a number of times. But I want to give props to Mon Mothma, the actress. That's not her name. Her name is blah blah blah. Anyway, whoever
Yeah,
fucking
that sounds about
plays
right.
Genevieve O'Reilly is goddamn amazing. She's playing a mother
really is.
who is genuinely concerned about her daughter falling into the same trap that she fell into, and she doesn't want that to happen. So she has this beautiful moment where she's like, look, we can just walk out there and tell them to have a great fucking day, and you don't have to do this. Please believe me, my beautiful daughter. I've gone through this. I am living this. Your dad is a fuckhead. Please don't make the same mistakes as me, please. And she's like, I wish you were drunk. She's like, fucking cunt. Yeah. You deserve this now.
But especially with like how drawn out it was, because it starts off with just, this beautiful moment of, I guess, sort of, well, I mean, definitely a moment of reflection, but it kind of can't tell if it's bittersweet or just bitter, period. But she's like, my day, my mother was drunk. And then she's dressing her and going over everything, and then slowly just like, fuck, we got to do something about this. You don't have to do this. And then, yeah, fuck, I wish you were just drunk. A rumph. You stupid little teenage asshole.
Rumph. Yeah.
It's like, of course you know better than your mother who went through this same bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we realize that her childhood friend turned banker turned conspirator to cover up money funneling is now in fucking cahoots with a criminal who is taking your daughter from you, but you don't want to admit that's what's actually happening. And so you're like, no, I can change things. I can pay him enough. I will pay the blackmail that I know is in the mail, because he's telling me it is. I will do whatever I can just to keep the fucking peace, because that's how fragile this rebellion is. You have to sacrifice everything. And then her friend Lucian's like, you don't have to fucking do that. I will take care of this. This is a problem. And she's like, I don't understand. He's like, how great that is for you that you don't understand that. She knows.
Yeah.
She fucking knows. He doesn't have to say that. He's saying that for dramatic reaction for us, the audience. They both have a full understanding. And that's why when he fucking goes off and sends his fucking girl to go take care of the problem, not only do we get the devastatingly beautiful moment of the girl and her girlfriend watching them go off and their own relationship tension between the fucking rebellion. Like, they only want to be with each other, but they know that there's something greater going on, so they have to put their relationships on hold in order to deal with the fucking realities of the fucking empire, for fuck's sake. Like, nothing matters but fucking setting this rebellion up, and they're sacrificing everything, and you see it in every glimpse and every look. Fuck me, this is so goddamn good. And then Mon Mothma finally understands that Lucian is doing everything, and she is a puppet on the stage, and she's like, fuck me. I gave my daughter to this. I gave my life to this. I gave my fucking childhood friends to this. I'm fucking getting drunk.
Yeah. And she sure fucking hit that shit hard. I was like, hell yeah. I want to fucking party with her.
I just love the realization. She's just like, I'm not in control. I thought I was in control, but I have to cede to people who are willing to do the things that I am not willing to do. And that's Lucian. And we don't really, we don't appreciate that until the end of the show. But fuck me, when it comes, it hits like a goddamn freight train. Just that moment when Andor's like, none of you have given anything like fucking Lucian did. This is why it was earned. Like, yes, it's true because we watched it the whole time. We witnessed the fucking sacrifices and we understood the character. He did everything for this movement. He literally gave everything, his entire existence, to a hope that it would work. Like, fuck. And in his life, it never even was realized. I just can't. The only thing that comes close to that in our real world are the soldiers that went off to fucking World War II and World War I and just hoped that they could make a dent. And the vast majority of them never even fired directly at the enemy because of the horrors they were facing. And they were just firing off in the air, hoping to make a fucking terrifying front and the enemy would just give up. Like that's the reality of war in most cases. And certainly in World War II, when they sort of like looked into it afterward and like questioned the soldiers themselves. Like, we don't want to murder each other and kill each other for some ideological fucking battle or reason, no matter how justified it is in anyone's or any politician's or any country's patriotic or dogmatic like reason, right? We're just people and we're just trying to have our own fucking lives. But sometimes there are some people that are willing to go the fucking length. And Lucian was one of them. And watching his journey throughout this whole show from season 1 to season 2, he doesn't get any fucking props in the films.
No.
He didn't exist in the films, but let's just pretend that he did in that universe. He didn't even get props in the fucking second season, for fuck's sake.
Right.
But we gave him props because we recognized it, because they set it up so beautifully, because this fucking filmmaker did such a good goddamn job with this shit. We don't deserve this type of Star Wars. We don't.
Quite frankly, we don't. I agree with the fact that we just will, be bottle fed the garbage that they pump out. And, oh, but it's so brilliant because of this. Or, oh, but this was such a brave move they made. No. You like bad things because it makes you feel better about yourself. You don't deserve this.
I feel like you're speaking to me, and it's true.
No, just a general you.
It's the royal you, but it's me.
Yes, the royal.
I get it.
There you go. That's the words are hard.
I like Chris is all the fact that I'm enjoying the Mon Mothma at a rave over lightsaber battles shows how freaking successful the show is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's an
that
emotional resonance.
so much better than all the fighting in Acolyte combined.
All
And
the
the acting was
shirtless dark
far more
side.
believable. Yeah.
All the evil nipples we
Yeah.
witnessed. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Even better than Jedi Wookiee. Like, Jedi
That was the biggest
fucking
crock of
Wookiee.
shit that ever happened. I still am so fucking
In the
jacked
EU,
up.
there was some badass Jedi Wookiee.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me.
It's duh. It's a fucking giant, like 8-foot tall ball of fury and force power.
It's so dope.
Come the fuck on.
I think it was Chewie's like nephew or something, like a cousin or something, right? In the New Jedi Order.
I honestly don't remember.
I think it was. I think like he was somehow related, and of course, you know, it's a fucking series. You got to connect everyone to everything. But I think it was like a nephew, some sort of relation. It didn't have to be. It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that we never saw one, and Wookiees are fucking terrifying. And you put a lightsaber and like focus in their minds, and it's just like, no, thank you. I don't want to be on the other side.
Right. That's an unstoppable force right there.
Yeah. The only thing
yeah, Chris, I agree that it's funny people bitch about that shit, but yeah, everybody's English in the galaxy far, far away.
Oh, I didn't see that comment.
Because I get mad at people who complain about gay people in Star Wars. You realize there are Homo sapiens that are English in a galaxy far, far away, right?
I don't understand that statement.
So
at all.
There's
gay
British
people and Homo sapiens are English. Are English people?
Well, they
gay?
complain about gay people being in Star Wars because that doesn't make sense. But having a bunch of Brits in Star Wars makes sense.
Right, because it's
at least that's
British
how I'm reading it.
Right. Yeah, we're going back to the Chris hates gay people thing. That's how I'm reading this. No, again, I just want to pay fucking tribute to Mon Mothma, Guinevere. Like, that whole dance scene was so much more layered, and so like you could see in her eyes how she was fronting, but how she was actually feeling lost and helpless and stressed and fucking crazy, and just like, fuck it, I'm giving into this nonsense. I loved it. I loved it. It was so goddamn good, because I feel like if you've lost everything, you lost your daughter to a criminal, you lost your best friend to the fucking war, you know you have to fight an ongoing war with all of everything. Your husband sucks dick. He sucks so bad. All you have is the promise of a rebellion that you don't even know is going to last till tomorrow. Like, and even if it did, you're going to fail because it's the goddamn Empire. You have no hope. What the fuck is your life? Like, yeah, I get the stress. I get the anxiety. And I bought every goddamn second of it. I loved it so much.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we talked about her. Let's talk about Andor, because this goddamn arc was crazy. He finally got off of the shit-ass militia planet of nonsense.
Yeah.
I love
Good way to put it.
Anytime... Oh, first of all, can we talk about that TIE fighter really quick? That's like a mix between Darth Vader's TIE fighter and a TIE Interceptor, right? Like, it looks like that exactly, but it's like it's never been on screen before, never been in a game before, never been talked about before. It's a totally different beast.
So the Avenger was in one of the... Hold on, I'm sorry.
It was an Avenger. I don't know what it was in.
It was in one of the TIE Fighter games, I believe.
No, really?
Sorry,
I don't remember that at all.
Trying to
someone fact check us.
Yeah.
Because I feel like an idiot, because I'm looking at it going, I love everything about this except I've never seen that bitch before.
Yeah, supposedly the Avenger was in Star Wars TIE Fighter.
All right.
Like OG TIE Fighter.
Because I love TIE Fighter. I don't remember the Avenger, but I will buy it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game from 1994. So
I played the shit out of that game. This show was founded on the premise of that intro. Like, we used to have an intro of that game cutscenes. That's how cool we are.
Wait, was it? I thought it was Dark Forces.
No, it was TIE Fighter.
Was it? Oh, I don't know. Fucking clearly, I pay attention to the fucking show.
What is this
That's
podcast we're doing again? You're
that's
like,
probably
fuck me, this stuff
God man,
sucks.
I just love them old ones, man. They hold up so well still.
That was the only time we ever saw. First of all, let's just give props to TIE Fighter, the video game, for the fact that they showed Thrawn before Thrawn was ever shown in anything ever, full stop. It was Thrawn as if the fucking Zahn novels came to life with the Emperor, with Vader. Like, this was like peak Star Wars era. Like the fury of EU, like just Star Wars nerds just coming on their screens. Some dudes were looking at like bit mapped porn, like printing it out on dot matrix printers and like jerking off on those paper printouts. Others were watching Thrawn on the fucking screen in bitmap sound, just like jerking it. It was awesome. And I was one of them. It was great.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. So I loved seeing him like struggling with this ship, and it was so funny to me. Like, how do we show that the ship is out of like commission? Like he's just floating in space. Well, let's tilt the ship sideways. There's no up and
Right.
down in space at all.
That's the best part. It's like, and yes, there's gravity wells in the ship to simulate gravity and stuff, but
Yeah.
I find it so hard to believe that the systems are so complex that they're gonna have like a center point for the gravity and then adjust to it. So like when you go like this, it feels like you're going like that. No, come on.
It's so nonsense.
It's nothing that complex.
The only thing with gravity, and here's like the crazy thing, like as far as physics is concerned, there's no up or down. The only up or down is where gravity takes you. That's why if you're in Australia, your down is the center of the earth. And if you're in fucking US, your down is the center of the earth, and you're diametrically opposed to each other. So clearly up and down is a perspective type of thing. And so when you're in space, there's literally no up and down. So canting your spaceship sideways does not indicate that you're floating off and not directional. It just means that you're a spaceship in space. Like, and I just love that they're just like, how do we show that he is not actively piloting? And he's like, well, let's cant him off the side. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's just
so
like
dumb.
the fucking the race as it was in The Last Jedi, where it's like, oh, I ran out of fuel. I guess we're going down.
Right. Yeah, because that's what you do in space. You just fall.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid. An object in motion stays in motion. You're in the vacuum of space. You will stay in the direction that I could literally push you, and you will forever go at that speed. Full stop. You will never speed up, slow down, or stop. There's no friction. You will just continue. It's a vacuum. Fuck me. People don't
Like
understand this.
until something intervenes. That's how it goes.
Yeah. It's so, and the vacuum of space is so vast, even in our own atmosphere, like asteroid belt that's in the middle of our solar system. It is like dozens of miles between asteroids. That's how big space is. You could go through our asteroid belt and it would not be like Empire Strikes Back. You would literally just float through unobstructed.
Yeah.
And it's the most dense place in our solar system. It doesn't matter. None of it. All right. Anyway. So I thought that was funny. And then of course we get the on terra firma scene. And
Yeah, I love the idea of just so yes, this is what Zack Snyder meant to do. Like as good as this is, that's the polar opposite. Whatever the fuck that shit was. I don't even remember what it's called anymore.
it's frustrating because it's real. Like I could see this scene playing out if you just put it in Nazi Germany or Poland or France.
Yeah.
Or fucking anywhere that shit asses exist. Like this scene plays out.
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
fucking vile and disgusting and uncomfortable to watch. And then when she's like beating his ass, you're just like, yeah, fuck that dude. Like I want to like jump in the screen and help. And there's a vulnerability there because he has all of his soldiers and troops at the other fucking plantation thing. And then they like capture that dude. And then, of course, he's getting his ass beat, and old boy calls back some help, and they're coming back. And then we see Andor come in with his super fucking badass TIE Avenger, start smoking motherfuckers. And then we see the fight between old boy fighting, like the Imperial guy fighting the rebel dude, and the girl that was almost raped just fucking cuts him down from the side. And I don't think I felt more excitement of a show ever in my life.
Right, just her fucking blasting him with that the space shotgun. I was just like, that's beautiful.
It was dope. And look,
Like,
here,
yeah.
I just want to go on a limb really quick, because there's a lot of hullabaloo about female teachers taking advantage of students, and like how horrible that would be. And as a kid who would have loved to have been taken advantage of by a female teacher, like if you were like, hey, I want to fuck you violently, I would have been like, okay, let's do this thing. Like, I don't have a choice. I don't have whatever, but I'm game. Let me stretch first and let's do
out
this.
of my hands.
Yeah. Like, from my perspective, it's a totally different experience. Like, if that dude came in, he was like, this is happening. Even today, I'd be like, wear a condom. Let's do this. Like, fuck. Let's just get this over with really quick. Mind my giblets. let's just get this over with. No, I don't want to make light of it, but like, it's a different. No, fuck that. I'm totally like, I don't know where I was going with this. I'm like totally regretting this train that I just jumped on. This was horrible. I don't want to justify anything about it. I'm just saying
I was very
horrible.
confused. I'm like, wait, how is having sex with a cool old teacher comparable to this?
Not at all. I'm a monster. Ignore me. I don't know where I was going with this, but it was clearly not fucking cogent at all. I blame wine and my penis. My penis is always getting in the way of everything. So this is my fault.
And slurping up the wine.
Not anyone else. It's like a straw. Stop it! Stop it! It's mine. Yeah, it's a problem. I have no idea where I was going. Anyway, yeah, this is terrible.
It was terrible, but it was great to see him get killed. I loved it when like the second time she gets him upside the head with the wrench, and he just starts screaming. It's like, God, you're a fucking bitch, dude.
Oh, he's the best.
Like, he's not even screaming for help. He's just It's
great.
like, is this motherfucker like a Sketsky or some shit? Fuck.
So creepy, you saw it coming before he even got there. Like, that's how creepy it was. I just get so stressed, and I'm always looking for ways to relieve that stress.
Yeah.
Dude!
It's like, that is the only way this motherfucker has ever gotten laid, was by rape.
Dude. It's the goddamn worst. Ugh. I just wish there was someone out there like what is, there's so many like shit asses that like try to help incels, like Jordan Peterson, who are just fucking jokes. They don't realize it, but they're fucking jokes. They're like punchlines. But if there was like someone like that, but like a good guy, like an actual like decent human being, that's what these people need. They need someone to be like, stop being a cunt and just like fucking work at it. Like, not everyone is like gorgeous. Not everyone has a winning personality. Not everyone is wildly successful, but you can pretty much find someone. So just work with what you got.
I did.
Jeez. You're a winner. All right. Stop this negativity. And God damn it, people like you. What is this? That SNL skit? I don't know what it is anyway.
I'm not sure.
There's an SNL skit about the dude looking in a mirror talking about how he's great. Anyway.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know. So like I had a really hard time watching this, but I was super stoked he got his ass blown away, and I felt great about it because it felt way too real. And then, of course,
Yeah.
Andor shows up and he's just like, get in the ship, let's go. And I'm just like, you're a,
I figured this shit out, motherfuckers.
yeah,
Let's do this.
he's the goddamn
Where's my
coolest.
best friend?
Can we talk about the droids really quick?
Man, I didn't think about that shit until this second viewing.
Yeah, me too.
That fucked me up. Like, that droid was so emotional. Like, you could just see it in his mannerisms and shit. And it's like, this is a toy that somebody built.
Yeah.
And it is getting me just like when E.T. died, which was, again, somebody building essentially a toy. And that didn't even look good.
How dare you?
Yeah. Fucking watch E.T. and tell me he doesn't look like a giant, like, shriveled up dildo. Like, come on. I fucking love E.T. Don't get me wrong.
It's like a dog dick dildo. You can't get it back out. Wait, is that a cat dick? I can't remember. One of the dicks like swell inside. I don't know which one. I don't know why I
should
know
look
that.
this up.
I heard it once. I don't even know if it's true or not.
Yeah. That was just rough as fuck because, yeah, we don't see him again. He doesn't get to see Cassian again. And that's all he fucking wants is his buddy. Because that's all he's ever known.
The best.
Oh,
my wife and I were walking through Harmon's. Harmon's has a droid that wanders the aisles and counts product and communicates with people. And I feel if it wasn't for Star Wars, I would have probably kicked that fucking thing over and pissed on it because that's apparently what I do now. But now my wife's talking shit to it actively. And I'm like, stop it. What is wrong with you? It didn't ask to be this. Like, we programmed this. Let's be cool to it, okay? Like, fuck me. Like, this is a droid. You respect droids. I was getting, like, wildly aggressive about it.
I can 100% appreciate
it's weird.
that. I would do the same fucking thing.
It's fucking insane. It doesn't make any sense at all because it's just a fucking robot. But Star Wars ruined me.
Yeah.
Blame Star Wars for my appreciation of droids.
I could see, like, if mine had that, which mine definitely would never have that because it's a pretty ghetto Harmon's. But I could see something like that happening, like some kids fucking with it and not have to like beat the shit out of some children in front of their parents.
I would punch a kid in the face.
I have no problem with that.
Right in the fucking face. Like, it's just a fucking robot. Like, it takes me right back to Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein's monster. It takes me right back to that idea of being rejected as a kid by my own family for my own fucking religious choices. And like, you can't help the way you are. You just are that way. Why do you have to be a cunt about it? Fuck. Right. And the droids are so goddamn adorable. You give it a stutter? Fuck off. I don't want to feel this. Why are you doing this to me?
Right.
And we're like talking like culturally, we're talking about this whole AI revolution. And I'm in this weird, awkward place of going like, yeah, but maybe we hear them out. Maybe we don't deserve to exist. Maybe they should take all of our jobs and fucking put us in like some fucking robot matrix world, like battery powered thing. Like maybe we deserve it. That's what Star Wars has done to me. I'm excusing robots taking over. Fuck me.
Yeah. Well, it's the difference of, the T-1000 coming after us or Mr. Bones coming after us. I hate to say gladly die at the hands of Mr. Bones because I don't want to die, period. But if there was a choice, it was door A is T-1000, door B is Mr. Bones. I'm going to begrudgingly, but with a smirk on my face, go through door B.
For all of you who have watched Chopping Mall and thought that's a scary robot, I dare you to read Aftermath because Mr. Bones is arguably the most terrifying robot of all time.
Well, and it's so funny too because he's a fucking B1 droid. Like those are, that's the Roger droids.
Yeah,
they're not scary, but Mr. Bones is just a.
He's like the Freddy Krueger of B1 droids.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah, definitely.
monster of fucking droids. And if you have no idea what we're talking about, please do yourself a favor. Fuck
Mhm.
me, read the
Yeah,
Aftermath
Aftermath is
novels.
probably one of the greatest things that Disney
Great trilogy.
released, book-wise.
Great trilogy. Other than Andor, of course, but great
Yeah,
trilogy. And Rogue One, but you know,
yeah,
small list, but great list.
yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the final thing. The weirdo fucking Empire people. What are they? What are their names? Are they even in my
Dedra and
list?
Cyril. Yeah,
Dedra
they're on the list
and Cyril.
because that's at the top of the notes. But yeah, like that's Jesus fucking Christ. Like I don't know what it like. There's just something broken in me that the idea of a overtly strong woman that could just like snap my neck, but all in a uniform with a lot of dignity and shit like that. It does things to me. And God, I fucking love this character, man, so goddamn much.
It's weird
Like
though.
she's so weird and awkward until she hits that moment of okay, this is what's gonna happen. And when she's talking to Cyril's mom,
Hmm.
like telling her, it's just like I could use that in my life.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. be a little more, be a little more Dedra, honey. That'll go over well. Just
Yeah,
tell her.
exactly.
I think you
Uh,
need this. We as an audience needed this moment to see Dedra in this way to
mhm,
appreciate where she ends up. Because
mhm,
she's furious about her job and she is single minded about her approach. She's ISB, she doesn't give a fuck. But this tells us she is actually a human and she has human emotions and she cares
mhm,
about Cyril for whatever fucking reason. And I don't care because in the moment I care about Cyril and I care that
mhm,
she's standing up for him. Look, I was bullied as fuck as a kid. And if I had someone that stood up for me, I would 100% have their back no matter what. I would go commit genocidal fucking shit just like Cyril does later on in the series. Like,
mhm,
that is awesome to have someone like her on have your back. And in that moment, he has had a lifetime of being shut down by this mother, Edie, whom love her voice, but she's a goddamn
oh yeah,
monster. Must have smoked cigarettes since she was a baby. Like
definitely.
must have. Because goddamn, you don't get that voice unless you fucking put time in.
Definitely.
But it's so brilliantly played out and is that sort of that suffocating mother vibe that we see often in film and TV series and novels. I've never really resonated with it in real life, but I would like to think that they exist, though I would feel horrible if they did. But as far as like TV and movie tropes, they very much are a thing. And it's always
Mhm,
been like that, you know, the fucking mother in law thing. But to see her stand up for fucking Cyril, it was beautiful and just so great. And then to see him so despondent on the bed, twisted and contorted. And then he comes up and his mom's just being like good and nice. Oh,
yeah.
I liked Dedra in that moment. And
Mhm.
and like when she like does that weird like she's like getting dressed and she smiles in the mirror. I'm just like, oh wow, she's an attractive woman. She's just a good actress. Like
Yeah. That's the thing. It's yeah, stunning, but they know how to fucking shoot her
yeah,
like really goddamn well.
yeah. And
Cause yeah, like seeing all the like the pictures, like the behind the scenes shit of her just snapping random selfies like
oh
while
really?
filming. Yeah. Like seeing that shit, it's like
Wait,
she
where do you see
isn't
that
very
stuff?
on social media
Damn
because I'm
it!
on social media.
I need to be on
Don't
the
go back.
social media.
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I envy you, but there's rare glimpses of nice things like that. And yeah, it's just like, God, this how are they doing this to that?
Yeah, it's crazy. And
Well, it was
even
funny
like,
because the first time I saw the smile, it's like I immediately thought back to Adam's Family Values of
oh,
like Wednesday in the conversion therapy
oh,
hut. It's just like, oh God. Oh god, I'm waiting for like some kid to start screaming as she's smiling. Make her stop.
I dig that. That's fun. I like that. But it is that shocking nature. And it even got to the point where I was like, Cyril, he's got this like weird me chin, which I've always hated. Like I've got a chin problem. But like he has my chin and I hate it so much. But I was just like, ugh, fuck that. But he's a decent looking human, he's not like a monster. So like we should be collectively happy that they've found each other, they've found a connection, they found love in their weird way. But it is real. Um, and it does sort of speak to that thing of like your version of love and relationship differs from everyone else's, and everyone else's thing is like weird and strange, but different than yours. And like we can't judge each other's relationships simply because we connect with each other in different ways and we find each other in different ways. And the way we find to connect with each other in different ways is so dramatic and wild, just as, the human species is. I like that about this show, that it didn't just hammer home the monstrosities of the Empire. It showed that these are human beings making human choices that we may not agree with and we may be diametrically opposed to, but we can still see them as human beings. You don't get that. If it's a Nazi, it's a fucking Nazi,
No.
shoot him in the head. And that's normally what we're fed. But we're forced to watch these Nazis and be like, yeah, fuck that Nazi's mom, and I'm glad that Nazi's wife stood up to her.
Right.
Go Nazi.
Yeah, it's
fucked
just
up.
brilliant storytelling. Because that's exactly what it is. But yeah, when you point it out, it's like I felt so much for them, and then it's like, wait, why? Like in my normal day-to-day life, like I have boots that I wear specifically so I can, one day hopefully break a Nazi's jaw with them. Like,
because
I
fuck
shouldn't feel
them.
bad for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a goddamn American. Fuckers.
Well, we once were. Apparently now it's okay to fucking sidle up to
Yeah.
fascists, but at one time it was unfashionable.
Yes. Yes, quite.
Fucking cunts. All right. I love this goddamn episode so much. It had
Yeah.
so much as a sort of a conclusion to the first act. And as a first act, knowing that there was more of the show to come, I was like, where the fuck are they going to go from here? Like,
Right.
this is so interesting and so compelling and so great. There's no way they're going to top this. And they were just like, hold my beer.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, we haven't even started yet. Fuck.
Yeah, this is
just,
a fucking
that was just a little tickle.
preamble. We were just fucking with you. We just wanted to get you in
Yeah.
this fucking house. But now, sit the fuck down because shit is happening. Oh, and there was that hint of the Gorman thing. There was a moment when Lucian was talking to some friend of Mon Mothma that was like adopted. I don't even know the context around it, like why they even showcased it, other than to drop the word, no, I was raised on Gorman.
Mhm.
I can't imagine any other reason bringing that character into play except for that one name drop to then foreshadow the rest of this series is going to be focused on Gorman.
Yeah, that's all it was. Definitely. Because like the first time I watched it, that just made no fucking sense. I'm like, why am I even listening to this guy talk to this guy?
And I never made a connection with Gorman. Like ever. I felt like I had read some Star Wars stuff and I knew some Star Wars stuff, but I never realized that Gorman was actually in EU, like a turning point, but they actually made it into something meaningful and special in this show. I had no idea that it was ever in the vernacular. Ever.
Same.
Weird. Super glad they did, because not only are they paying, they're like showcasing to the fans that they're going to stick with the lore. Hey, who would have guessed, Disney? That's something you could do.
Yeah. Right.
Like what came before, so that they have the baked in 40 years of fan base, but they're also going to then extrapolate it, connect in new audiences with narrative tension and character development and dramatic storytelling. Like, this show is goddamn amazing. And I'm so angry that it doesn't exist anymore. Like, I'm glad that it did what it did. But fuck, if this is the best and the only great thing we get from Star Wars from here on out, I'm a little mad because they should know better by now. Like, they've seen the successes, they know what resonates. What the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's fucking frustrating.
So Chris says Brasso's the real hero. Was Brasso the brunette guy that was like trying to like get away from the stormtroopers and they had
that's the homeboy that got shot down.
What the fuck? That was brutal too when Andor was like holding him. He was like, Brasso, no. And I was just like, God damn it.
Well, especially because it looked like he got away.
Yeah.
And it's like he got taken out by a stray fucking blaster bolt. Like, there's no way in hell somebody actually popped him. That had to have been a stray bolt, so that's like makes it even that much worse.
Well, it's like enough rounds go down range, something has to hit. Something will land. You know, no matter how bad of an aim you are, enough rounds go down range, you're going to hit the target. So I get that they have to hit him, like, eventually. That's inevitable. Like, you have to, by accident, fucking hit him, for fuck's sake. And I know the joke about the 11 blasters and the fucking stormtrooper helmets, and you can't see shit, you can't fire, and you can't hit shit. But they're called stormtroopers because they're terrifying, because they kill people. Like, that's... If they don't kill people, it doesn't work. So I like that they had him die. I liked him as a character, which means that there's gravity to the death, which means that it means something. And to see a childhood friend of Andor in his arms dying made me like reflect, I'm that dude in all of my all of my life experiences. I'm the guy that gets killed. Like, there's no universe where I'm the Andor.
I was like, damn, how many fucking friends have you held while they were dying? Jesus Christ.
None. I'm the dying guy. I'm the fucking loser. I'm the one that gets the stray bullet. Fuck. Like, I will forever feel like my fate is to be the one that gets hit. Fuck.
Pew. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, I loved it too. I thought it was great. And I love this goddamn show. And I wish it would continue to go on. It's so goddamn good, but we know it's over, and we got the next arc starting next, and I can't wait to talk to you about that, because it just gets fucking better. God damn.
It does. It so does.
All right. Anything else with this you wanted to cover?
No, man, we definitely got it.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, both live and chat or after the fact. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, because our videos do up and come.
Yes, they do. Kind of got to wipe it off every now and then, but yeah, whatever.
It gets on the screen. You can now support this channel through YouTube memberships, starting at 99 cents a month. That's less than a fraction of a cup of coffee, people. In this, the fraction of a price of an egg.
Yeah.
Though I was told that they were going to be going down.
Yeah, just like gas.
Huh.
It's
I guess
nice
voting doesn't change things.
Yeah. Right.
Consider picking up some of our custom designed Star Wars apparel, because that doesn't change. It's still as badass as ever. The black on black Nerf Herder skull, which is the skull on all of our logo and everything. It's a Nerf Herder skull. Nerf skull. Space cow. It's real. Yeah. Look it up. It looks dope as fuck, and you can have it on your back. Your hairy ass nerdy back.
Oh yeah, you can.
So do it. All right, until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy looking Nerf Herders, may the Force be with you.
Vina de Mataria.
Smooth. What does that mean?
Here comes the maiden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wish that was told to me more. They just appear. Right. I went on this long, like, student rape rant for no reason.
Yeah, I was like,